Dukkha is a tricky word in Buddhism. It's usually defined as suffering or dissatisfaction. The problem with defining it like that is that we set up some ridiculously high expectations for ourselves. Not to mention, by thinking that practice is about relieving all suffering from our lives, all sorrow and all agony and all even physical pain, then we might as well be trying to live like a rock, But we're not rocks, we're people. People feel pain and passion and sorrow and grief. We feel things. That's what makes us human. That's the things that drives us, So defining suffering in that kind of way is a really big hindrance to practice. I think it's better to define dukkha as the second arrow. That's like when you stub your toe and you say, ouch! That's like the first arrow. That's what you get. That's the pain. But the dukkha, the second arrow, comes when you react to that in a very unnecessary way. I stub my toe and go, ouch! The dukkha is when I say, that stupid frickin' door frame, I should just tear it out. Oh, this is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Nothing's going to go right for me today. That's dukkha. If we lose a friend, if they move away or something, we're going to feel sad. We're going to feel sorrow, We're going to think, oh, I just lost my friend and I'm not going to be able to see them as much. And yeah, that's sorrow. We're going to experience that because we're going to lose the things we love in life. It's inevitable. It's what happens. There's no escape from it. Now, the dukkha is what we add to that sorrow. The dukkha is like, oh, I lost my friend and they moved away and everybody always leaves. I don't understand it. What do I do? Everybody just abandons me and everything I love just goes and turns to dust. What do I do? What's the meaning of it? What's the point? I don't understand. That's dukkha. That's the something extra we bring to it, the second arrow. And the second arrow goes straight to the heart. Practice is like when you're struck by that first arrow, you respond to it. You don't sit there dwelling on it, waiting for the second arrow to come at you. You get struck, and then you move to the side, and then you watch the second arrow fly past. And then you treat the wound from the first one. That's what practice is. It's not about avoiding these arrows altogether. Because you're going to get struck. You're going to get struck by these things. Things are going to leave. You're going to get sick. You're going to get old. You're going to die. And the people you love are going to die and get sick and old. And everything you love in your life is going to turn to dust and fall away into nothing. That is life. That is how things are. But we do not have to react to these eventualities in such a negative way. This negativity, this dukkha, is caused by our attachment and our aversion, our clinging and our craving and our pushing and our pulling. That's what causes dukkha. And attachment and aversion, they come from ignorance. The three poisons all come together. There's they're a big family. If you have one, you have all of them. But the root is ignorance. We're ignorant of the ever-changing nature of things, the impermanence of things. And we're ignorant of the interdependence of things. We set up barriers between this and that. Those concepts, those perceptions of reality, are what condition us to experience dukkha, the second arrow. Buddhism is the practice of turning that ignorance into its complementary, of wisdom, understanding the impermanent and ever-changing flow of everything and the interdependence of everything, how everything is within everything else and everything's all connected. Knowing that and experiencing that firsthand, more likely, not just knowing intellectually, but experiencing those things, helps you transcend the need for attachment, the need for aversion. It influences your entire perception and behavior of things and brings you to an ordinary, nothing extra mindset where you live like water. You flow. You hit a rock every now and then you foam up, and then you keep on flowing. Instead of being a rock and just sitting there motionless and not caring about anything, not loving, not feeling sorrow or grief. That's not the point of Buddhism. We're not supposed to be like a mountain. We're supposed to be like water and like rain and the wind. We just flow. If we want to always be at peace, like 24/7, never feeling anything terrible, then we're just going to have to be stoned all the time. Because that's the only thing that's going to do that. Practice is not about being numb to everything, It's about learning how to live with these things and learning how to see that it's okay to feel them, even though they're not pleasant. It's about realizing the nature of things and coming to terms with them in a way that you aren't struck by that second arrow. You watch it go by.